Hi guys, this is Sai. Why cooking is my passion? That's such an easy question. You can walk around. The main reason is food. When I used to be a child, I used to eat a lot of food, tons and tons of food. I still remember the days when I ate around 12 dosas with so much of sambar. And then in my childhood, when I used to eat a lot of food, and then because of that, I started talking to my cook and my mom, and started to learn some things. There was a day in which I sat along with my cook and I cooked the whole food. I should say I didn't cook, but my cook cooked the whole food, and then I publicized saying that I cooked it. Then came the time when I had to become independent and I started cooking, actual cooking. And then the first time when I did it, it was pretty experimental. It was very experimental. It was actually, I should say, a grand success. I think dal was my first recipe, and which is my favorite recipe. And now it's time to make some great food. Today's recipe is going to be Mortad Poha, called Mortad Atukulu. Mortad is my village, and I told you that I have a lot of emotional significance with this because it was my grandfather who used to make this when I was a child, and it was very tasty. And now let me start off by explaining you the ingredients. The vegetable which I'd be using for the recipe is cucumber. Cucumber is one famous vegetable in the border regions of Telangana and Maharashtra. It is very famous in the Nizamabad region. You get small cucumbers which are really famous, but we can replace this for the recipe. Next, you have the sweet mango chutney, which is specially made for this, but you can use the normal mango chutney as a replacement and add some sugar. Next, for the tadka, these are the dried chili. Next, you have mustard seeds. Next, you have cumin seeds. These all three things are for the tadka. Next thing for the tadka is asafoetide powder, which is hing powder. It's called hingua in Telugu. And the final one for the tadka is groundnuts, fresh groundnuts. 25 साल से चार मीनार में बैठे, अभी तक चार मीनार हैदराबाद में बैठे थे, अब इधर आ गए, मैडिसन को आ गए. क्या बढ़िया जगह है भाई. Madison is one of the most beautiful places I have seen. You have so much snow around, and you have. Let me touch the snow and show you. You have so much snow around, and you have willow trees, beautiful hut-like houses. This is Madison. Madison is the dairy land of the world. So many milk products, so many cheese, wonderful cheese. You get some amazing paneer here. It's called farmer's cheese, and it's amazing. Next, the powder, the base powder is mentipindi. Mentipindi meaning metkut. This is called fenugreek powder in English, and this is metkut is considered to be the magic powder in Maharashtra region. Thin poha, parched rice. This would be the base ingredient. I use extra light olive oil because I eat a lot of food and I need to cut short my fats, so I use the extra light olive oil, which is pretty extra large. The first thing to do is cut the cucumber. Next step is to make the tadka. Take extra light olive oil, put it in a bowl. It depends on how much oil you want to put. I would like to tell you another fun fact about me. I was around 108 kgs when I was in my BTech bachelor's first year, and the reason was pretty obvious that I used to eat tons and tons of food, samosas, dosas, idlis. I used to eat chaat and then again go and have dinner at my place. 7 o'clock I used to eat chaat and lots of chaat, and then 8 o'clock I used to go and eat lots of things at home. I used to trouble my mom. And then in my BTech first year, I started reducing and I worked out a lot and I became 69 kgs, 69. Put some mustard seeds into this. This is the first thing we need to put in the tadka because These are the ones which get burnt late, and once they start making the trickling sound, we can put the cumin seeds and the groundnuts. So that's the trick. First thing to put in the tadka is the mustard seeds. Here goes the trickling sound, you see. And now it's the time to put the cumin seeds. Cumin seeds don't take much time. They already are getting burnt. And that's good. That's a good indication. The dried mirchi. All of them is getting burnt well. The dried mirchi hit my nose. Next you have palli, that is groundnut. Put some ingua, asafoetida powder. If you have some curry leaves, you can add them here. Unfortunately, I don't have them. Mix this properly. This should go on till the groundnuts become red. Here you see the groundnuts getting red, and this means that they are well cooked in the oil and they are fried well. Today's recipe, which I'm going to show you all, is very emotionally attached to me. It was, I think, when I was a child that my grandfather taught me, and he used to do that amazingly. It's the specific ethnic dish of my village, and I termed it as Mortad Atukulu, meaning Mortad Pohe. And it has a lot of flavors in it. It has the Mamadikai Pachadi, which is very famous, Mamadikai Pachadi, and then it has some wet cucumbers, and then pohe, and then some other flavors, and I'm sure that you would enjoy it. And it's a very, very quick recipe. I think it takes around 15 minutes, and I would love it. I love it the most. And the next step is to take thin poha, put it in a bowl, add as much as you want, add the metkut powder. As I told that it is the magic powder of Maharashtra. Take the mango chutney, sweet mango chutney, which was specially made for this. But as I told that you can use a replacement, the normal mango chutney, and add some sugar. Take this in proper amounts. Finally, add the cucumbers, the cut cucumbers into this. The next step would be to mix this properly. Try to use your hands. I think hands are absolutely fine. And mix it properly till it becomes red. And then finally, after it's mixed properly, add the tadka to this. And again mix it properly once. And here goes your recipe. The recipe is done. It's pretty simple. Add some coriander leaves at the top. And that's the garnish. And that would make it even tastier. I would like to call Ravi to come forward and taste and tell me how is it.
This is really good, really delicious. Good work, sir.
One important philosophy which I always believe in my life is the concept of priorities. For me, the most important priority is my work now. Presently, I work, and then next, to keep myself healthy, eat some proper food, and then daily go to gym. That's my routine now. It's around 5:30 in the evening now, and 6 o'clock, let what may, I would be going to the gym and working out. I believe that this concept of priorities would change your life. It really had a lot of influence on me. Based on that, you decide what is important, what is not important. Based on that, you strive forward, you skip some things, you do some things. So I feel that prioritization is one of the most important concepts which you should follow, but it's a fact. Delicious vegetable, I should say. A lot of green. 12 dosas with so much of sambar, and then it was my mom, and then amazing paneer here. It's called Farmer's Cheese, and it's amazing. And then talking about the next cucumber cut short cheyala. In my teens, I think in 16, Malli Mama cut cheddam idi barale. And then next thing which I would like to tell you is next time మాట్లాడదాం అనుకున్నాం.
ఎట్లుంది మామ, ఎట్లుంది చెప్పు.